What's up, everybody? On the road. Mondays are a busy day for me. I have, not safe. I have morning meetings in our Pennsylvania office from about 8 a.m. Up until, good morning, John. Christy, what's up? I have morning meetings in our Pennsylvania office from about 8:15 all the way up to about 12:30. And then I shoot down to our Maryland office in Timonium. Russ, what's up, buddy? Russ was out with one of our out-of-state turnkey buyers today. Gentleman's buying 3 properties from us here in York and Harrisburg, and he was down today taking a look at those. But I'm super excited about someone that's joining us today, and I wanted to hop on here and tell you a little bit about who this person is and what their position is. It's a great new position with our company, and just really excited about who Jason is, the experience that he brings, and how I see him being able to really connect us with more real estate agents in York and Adams and Dauphin and Cumberland County. And welcome aboard, Jason Sanseverino. Jason's been in real estate for roughly 20 years. Started off as a real estate agent, and for almost a decade has been working in the short sale business. And for those of you that aren't familiar with short sales, Jason has been working with My Closing, which is one of the premier short sale negotiating companies in our area. And when a client reaches a point to where they may have fallen behind or, are delinquent on their mortgage payments, and they don't have enough equity in their home to sell it on the conventional market, what happens is there is a process called a short sale, where an offer can be made to the bank to purchase the property for less than the full balance that is owed. And it's a very, very, very lengthy, very difficult process to go through. And Jason worked with a company called My Closing that would negotiate hundreds of these files a year. There's Jason. Welcome aboard, buddy. Super excited to have you. And bottom line is Jason and his team would negotiate directly with the bank to get the payoff and the price down to a price that it would sell to a new buyer. Oftentimes these would sell to investors. I bought dozens of properties from Jason and his team by way of short sale, and they were properties that we would buy, fix up, and then resell. So it's a great way for investors to buy properties. If you know the short sale business and you're willing to be patient enough to wait for those couple months for the process to be facilitated, it's a great way to find deals as an investor. But Jason just has a tremendous amount of experience in networking. The majority of his clients weren't the actual seller. Jason would work directly with real estate agents as a resource. So most of his actual customers were real estate agents that had listings or had sellers that needed to go into a short sale, and Jason would take over the responsibility. Him and his team at My Closing would take over the responsibility to facilitate that file. And there's a series of documents that need to be submitted in a very particular order. The short sale process is very much like getting into a mortgage. There's an underwriting process. They establish value by doing a series of appraisals, sometimes 2-3 appraisals. Sometimes they do 2 to 3 what's called BPOs, or brokers' pricing opinions. The client has to submit a hardship package explaining why they are requesting the bank do a short sale and why they're not able to get caught up on payments. And there's just a stack of documentation that has to be submitted. Oftentimes there's multiple liens on these properties. There may be unpaid taxes, unpaid utility bills, credit card judgments, different judgments that are on these properties and show up on title that all have to be dissolved in the short sale. So Jason would orchestrate all of that and help these folks, these sellers, avoid foreclosure, which is a really, really big deal. Selling a property by way of short sale versus letting the property go to foreclosure. There's a huge variance in the impact that has on your credit. Oftentimes with these short sales, Jason would be able to negotiate relocation money for the sellers. These lenders would pay up to $3,000 sometimes to assist the seller with relocating. That would all have to be negotiated and part of the deal. So Jason comes to us and joins us in the position of business development. So business development will require Jason to communicate and network with the almost 3,000 agents in our area. And what we want to do is let them know that us as a company, Integrity First Home Buyers and CR Property Group, has the ability to pay cash for properties and help sellers sell their home in circumstances where an all cash as is offer might be the best fit. So he'll be, networking with all these real estate agents, educating them on short sales, talking about how we can purchase properties that are even paid off. This isn't just for short sales, but that's a very, very unique skill set that Jason has, is the understanding of the short sale process, the negotiations, the legalities, the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs. But we also will be talking to folks that may have a listing that needs a little bit of work, or the seller wants to sell sooner than later and they're willing to do so for a discount. Jason will be talking with real estate agents to let them know that we are a viable source. They can bring us the deal. We'll make a very reasonable and fair offer, do so very quickly, and allow the buyer to choose their settlement date, allow the buyer to leave unwanted items behind. We'll buy it strictly as is with no inspections. And that's not a fit for every single seller. Some sellers have very nice properties that they're willing to put on the market, and it may take 6 to 12 months for that property to sell, or 3 months, or whatever. And they're willing to go through the conventional means of selling a property to get top dollar. But there's also a large number of people that might have had, a deal fall apart because there was some home inspection issues, or there was an appraisal issue, or maybe they just want to move quickly and not wait a few weeks or a few months, hoping that the property would sell. So Jason will be working with all of our local real estate agents to try and establish good relationships where they know that they can reach out to us and we can make reasonable, fair cash offers on their listings. So super excited about Jason being on board. I think it's a great opportunity for our company to expand. We buy about 30 homes a month now. Most of those are sellers that we've met with directly. They've called us because they saw a television ad or a billboard, or they got one of our postcards. And we're looking to expand and be able to offer that same level of service to the agents that are out there working hard every day representing their sellers and trying to help their sellers get their property sold. So Jason will be with us. He joined us today as business development executive. That's what he'll be doing. He can help you with a short sale. Any of you agents out there that have a short sale that you have listed that you need an offer on, or you got a phone call about a listing appointment and you think that the folks might need a short sale, we can be a resource to you. And, he'll just be networking and trying to establish strong working relationships with agents in our area that may see value once a year, twice a year, whenever, where they get a listing and they think a cash offer is the best fit. So super excited. Wanted to throw Jason a shout out here on Facebook Live and let you guys know a little bit about what we're doing to expand over here. It's a new position in our company. We weren't actually even hiring for that position. And just in working with Jason over the last couple years, we had talked about, what his goals and aspirations were professionally, and it seemed to match up. with what we were looking to do or had hoped to do within our company, but we were just lacking that one person with a focus on building those relationships. So really excited that, we kind of found that what he was looking for and the opportunity that we had to expand our reach matched up, and we basically created a position for him. So just wanted to congratulate Jason and introduce him to everybody here on Facebook Live and let you know what his experience is, which I think is just phenomenal. To have someone with over 20 years worth of experience join our team is definitely a big boost to our lineup, and we're excited to have you, Jason. Any of you agents that are out there watching, just know that Jason will be available and will be reaching out over the course of the next several weeks just to educate you on what we buy, how we come about making an offer, and we'll be a point of contact for anybody that has a property to sell and is looking for a fair cash offer. We've been in business for almost 15 years now, so if you have a client that you have a listing agreement with and they'd like to get a cash offer on their property, Jason will be available to speak with you about that and get you an offer right away. So welcome aboard, Jason. Excited to have you, and we'll see you. Thanks, everybody.